by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky.
Welcome back to the Professional Stepdad Show. I'm your host, Franco Zavala. Thank you guys very much for joining me. This is episode 180. Pretty sure it's 180. Yeah. So 180. I keep forgetting. Yeah, 180. Cool. This is episode 180 of the show. Thank you guys very much for joining me, for listening, for watching, for following on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, TikTok, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. The next few episodes that I will be doing, other than this one today is going to be dedicated to those step parents who really find themselves struggling, who really find themselves struggling to find their way, struggling to find answers, struggling to find responsibility, to find purpose, to really understand why that they're there. And this episode is going to be short and sweet, but it is going to be directed specifically at you guys. With that being said, the next few episodes that I'm going to do after this one is going to be all about the negative and ignorant comments that I've been receiving, because I think something that has occurred to me is that, yes, my platform allows others to comment publicly so others can read it and they can post whatever they want. And I invite that for sure. But then I started thinking about how you guys probably are dealing with this at home. And whether it's the exact comment or something similar to it, I think it's my responsibility to tell you how I would handle it, how I see it, how I view it, so then it can help change your perspective on some of the stupidity that surrounds you. With that being said, step-parents, stepdads, and stepmoms, I'm talking to each and every one of you today because of the information, because of the messages and for the comments that I've been receiving. It's been coming from both sides. You do have it. You do have what it takes. You do have what it takes to properly navigate through your blended family journey, being able to overcome these obstacles that are being thrown at you. You do have the passion and the value and the no bullshit like energy that you have to put out there in order to find yourself in a position where you can look at your kids, look at your partner, look at your situation and be proud of where you are. There are way too many step parents that allow the negative, allow the ignorance to stop them dead in their tracks. And then what's happening, far too many are using that as an excuse. They're justifying the leaving, or they're justifying not caring or trying because, they're a victim now. Step parents, you are not a victim. Do you have it hard? Is it tough to be a step parent? Fuck yes, it is. Are you going to have bio parents that are going to talk bad about you behind your back? Are you going to have other family members, friends, and acquaintances talk bad about you behind your back? Are you going to have people talk about you negatively online? Yes, all of that is going to happen. And none of it fucking matters. The only thing that will ever matter is the reason why you're there. That's it. The only thing that will ever matter is that moment in time where you decided to stay, where you decided to step up and insert yourself into a family. Whatever feeling that was, whatever decision you had, whatever vision you had, it's validated. There's value in it. You got put in that position and you made the decision to step up and step in because I believe that you have what it takes. Because we all have like this idea of what we want our families to be. We all have this idea of how we want everyone to get along and to accept us and value us. And that's how we all begin. It's like when you set a goal or you start a new job, you're very optimistic. You're very optimistic about the possibilities of, whether it's setting a goal in business and be making millions or starting a new job and completely optimistic about the stuff you're going to learn and the positions that you can rise to. We all start off with that. And then, of course, struggles, obstacles, stupidity, ignorance, negativity, everything flies right at us. And it's only those who have properly been working on themselves, their mindset, how they handle themselves, respond and react. only those will be able to really hunker down and survive the storm. Those who choose not to work on themselves, those who choose to completely neglect and reject personal growth. I'm not calling you bad for it. Just because I do it doesn't mean you have to, but I am recommending that you do it, because there are going to be so many different moments in your blended family journey where you are going to need yourself, your mind, your moments, the quiet, the response, your listening skills. You are going to need that more than you're going to need the ability to parent or the ability to lead. I'm saying this because I want each and every one of you to succeed. Statistically speaking, will that happen? No. Statistically speaking, maybe 1 out of 10 of you are not a victim. And you understand that, fuck, this is going to be hard. It's going to be tough. People aren't going to like me. They're going to question why I'm here. My own parents are going to question why I'm here. People that I've known my whole life are going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you with her? She's got kids. Or why are you with him? He's got kids with another woman. She doesn't like you. Or whatever you find yourself in, or wherever you find yourself, you have to have the mental capacity and the ability to be able to charge and move forward through the ignorance and stupidity and the obstacles to find who you are, to really discover who you are, not only as a man, a leader, and a father, a step-parent, a leader, and a mother or father, but it will help you discover the type of person that you want to be, the type of individual that you want to represent. Step-parents are painted in such a negative picture that it sucks for us. Step-parents are painted in film and television and books, being alcoholics, abusers, and like we want to punish and discipline and I don't know, whatever the film. That's not how life is. That's not how it works. But we're working from a place of ignorance because this is all we've ever known. That's for like myself. Before I became a stepdad, I never wanted to be one. I never had an idea of like, maybe I'll, step into a blended family someday. No, this is the last thing I wanted to do. The last thing I wanted to do was step in and try to raise somebody else's kids. I had no desire to be a stepdad. None. Zero. Then I fell in love with my wife. And my why and my reason for being here is bigger than my fear of being rejected. And that's what I remind myself of all the time. Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? What's the purpose? What brought me here? What's keeping me here? Why am I staying? For some of you, it's like, nobody wants me. Nobody values me. The kids disrespect me. My partner doesn't allow me to parent with her or with him. They tell me I can only do so much, and I want to contribute more, but I also don't want to, cross a line. I'm walking on eggshells. And then God forbid there's a negative bio-parent in your life. And then you're having to deal with them. When the kids leave the house, they go to their house, the bio-parent's house, and all they do is talk bad about you, talk negative about you, make shit up about you. They're trying to paint you in a light where when the kids get back home, they fucking show no respect to you. And it sucks, guys. It's horrible. It's terrible, because we didn't ask for that. We're not, when we stepped into our families, we weren't doing it in some sort of like this is my home, these are my rules, and you're going to do what I say. And I don't give a shit what your dad says or your mom says. This is my route. None of that. That's all bullshit. That's all fugazi. It doesn't make it only exists in film, television, and in books. In reality, when we found ourselves making the decision because of our why, because of our reason for being there, we had this vision of what we wanted this family to be. We had this vision of how we wanted our relationships to be. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Your vision just doesn't, manifest itself. You have to work really fucking hard at it. And in order to manifest this vision that you do have, which is possible, by the way, it is very possible to manifest the vision that you had when you originally stepped into your blended family. It is possible. But in order to do that, you need to follow 3 simple steps. You need to fucking work on you first. You need to work on yourself. You need to read books. You need to start journaling. You need to identify all the things that are holding you back and then get rid of them. Work on that every fucking day of your life. And it doesn't stop. I've been in my kid's life for 14 years. I've been married to my wife for 12. So I've been a stepdad essentially for 14 years. Like, if you want to look at it for what it is, it's 12 years as being married to their mom, but 14 years total here. And there were so many times where I wanted to quit. I wanted to walk away. I second guessed myself. I started questioning, like, why the fuck am I putting up with this? You ever ask yourself that question? Why the fuck am I putting up with this? Why do they treat me like this? Don't they see my value? Don't they know my worth? And if you haven't started working on yourself, the moment something bad happens or something negative comes or an obstacle is thrown right at you, instead of having the ability to mentally, creatively find your way around it and overcome it, you will aggressively attack it. And then next thing you know, you're lashing out to the kids and to your partner, to your family members, to the bio parent. It doesn't matter. You start writing, you start joining Facebook groups and going on there and fucking complaining all day. Look, if you're a step parent and you're in a Facebook group and all you do is fucking complain, please do me a favor. Just do me a favor. Either go work on yourself, stop fucking complaining, or please leave the situation that you're in so that the person that is supposed to be there can find their way. And it's I know it's easier said than done, of course, but come on. Enough fucking complaining, step parents. Enough complaining. The kids, your partner, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you love. They don't owe you respect. They don't owe you value. They owe you nothing. You have to earn all of that. And the first way of earning it is learning it. Learning how you respond, how you react, how you talk, how you listen. Are you negative? Are you overly positive? That's fucking a thing. Do you find yourself, like, for me, what I had to really deal with was I had to learn how to not talk to my wife like my dad talked to my mom. Because my dad will condescendingly talk to my mom in a way that makes her feel stupid. And I was doing that. I found myself so many times in so many situations talking to my wife like my dad did my mom. And then, hello, I can't do that. I gotta go work on me. I gotta go identify that. I gotta figure out a way around it. And then I gotta get it out of my fucking life. Because my wife, my kids, my situation, my blended family is worth it. It's worth it to me to go work on all my downfalls. Also, it's also worth it to me and to them to go work on all my strengths. You've got to learn. There is no manual for this, right? That's step 1. Step 2, you and your partner have to take a seat. Write down your goals for your family, for yourself, as a couple. What do you want to accomplish before the end of the year? What do you want to accomplish at the starting of next year? And make it a 12-month thing. How can you do it together as a team? Are you guys a team? Or is one of you more the parent and the other one kind of just a placement holder? Someone to pay the bills or to do the dishes or to, pick up the, I don't know. I can go on and on about that. But you both have to understand that step parents, our objective was not to come in to discipline, to lay put our foot down and this is how it's going to be, my way or your way. That wasn't our objective. But because the narrative says so, you believe that. And because we haven't shown our value and we haven't established trust yet, we get it. Like, for me, I get it. You're protecting your heart, Mom. You're protecting the kids. Until you can learn to trust me, until I show that I'm there and I'm not going anywhere, you are not going to give me much rope. I get it. But you have to sit down together and identify specific goals that you want to hit with your relationship. Identify specific goals that you want to hit as parents. Identify specific goals that you want to hit individually so that you can hold each other accountable. These are important things that you must do. Take a day, 24 hours. Go check into a cheap motel. I don't care what it is, but no phone, only music. Get some like whiteboard stuff and just start talking and writing stuff down and goal set and hold each other accountable. Make love and be passionate. Go dancing, eat a great dinner. I don't know what it is, but you both have to get on the same page when it comes to parenting. You're parenting young adults. This is not, you're in charge 70%, I'm in charge 30%, or 60-40. It is a 50-50 down the middle, no line drawn in the sand type parenting. It has to be like that. The kids need to see both mom and dad, both stepdad and mom, or stepmom and dad, on the exact same page. We are a team. We have each other's back. This is how we're going to handle this family. You have to do that. And lastly, it's the kids. Now, a lot of stepdads and a lot of stepmoms jump in immediately and try to overlove and overshow their hand to the kids because they want to be accepted, valued, and respected. And you forget to work on yourself, or you forget to work on your partner, the teamwork stuff. It's just not a smart move. When the kids see you and mom or you and dad on the same page, when your partner sees you really working on yourself and becoming a better person, all of this starts to fall in line. For the children, I highly recommend that you go read the 5 Love Languages for Children. Figure out how to properly communicate with them. Your 12-year-old is not going to be the same at 14 and 15 and at 20. Things change. But if you're listening, if you shut the fuck up and you just listen, not only are they going to tell you what they want, not only are they going to tell you how to talk to them, but when you show interest in their interests, because you were listening, because you took the time to learn to communicate with them, because you understand that a kid that needs quality time can't be parented the same way a kid that expresses their love language through gifts. It's just not the same. It's not the exact same thing. So you got to go learn it. You got to write down, go talk, go ask questions, go listen, go speak. But these are the 3 steps that you have to do as step parents. But guys, this episode is for you because I want you to know that it is possible. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Your family can function properly. Everyone can love and respect you. You can provide value. You can parent properly so that when you become grandparents, which I'm going to be close to soon, you really do. Guys, I have 5 stepkids and I don't feel like any of them are my stepkids. I feel like they're my children because my wife and I really did the work. We parented correctly. We knew we couldn't stop negativity and stupidity outside the 4 walls of our home. We knew we couldn't stop it, but we could control what happens in our home. That's the most important thing. And when the kids leave, if they're introduced or they do go to bio parents' house and it's nothing but negativity and they bring that negativity back in the house, don't blame the kids. What's wrong with you? If you've built and you've established a home with routines, values, standards, habits, teamwork, listening, communication, all of that, it won't matter. They'll go and eventually what will happen is they'll go to the bio parents' house or they'll go to the family member's house that is always negative, and they'll eventually start seeing, holy shit, all this person does is complain. And everything they said about my step-parent is completely fucking wrong. Kids are smart. They'll figure it out. Trust me, they will. But step-parents, you can do this. You can succeed. You can overcome. But the only way you can do it is by working on yourself, developing and creating and building a great team, and then listening to the kids. Learn how to communicate with them. And I want you to know that I hear you, I see you. Let the negative comments come. Let the negativity come into your life, but be smart enough to extract the lesson, push the rest to the side, and keep moving forward. All right, guys, that's episode 180 of the show. Thank you very much. Blessed, humbled, and grateful as always. And I will talk to you soon. Be well. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Listen, if you know a stepdad who is in need of any of this information, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and share this episode with them as fast as possible. Did you do it? Okay, you did it. You hit this. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Quiet on the set, please. Thank you, everybody.